Jack Ferris for co-hosting with me this evening. I'd like to welcome particularly family and friends that have come from Florida, South Carolina, Indiana, Michigan, Tennessee,
Georgia.
I
want to be represented, girls. Don't you?
I was getting there.
Don't forget us.
We're hasty.
And please just allow me to use my paper because my brain is a little all over the map. But I want to make sure that I remember to say everything that I want to say. Okay? I'd like to talk for a minute about the word that is lit up over here, the word that they say makes the world go round. Love. Melanie and Steve were blessed by a second daughter on April 2nd, 2001. They provided for her every need, instilled values, and brought Ashlyn to faith. They got her wherever she needed to go, cheered on her skating competitions, were her football watching buddy, and researcher of anything needed to make sure that she was okay and cared for. They were and will continue to be her strongest supporters, cheerleaders, and protectors. I watched a video that was sent to me last October of Jacob watching a field goal that sent Tennessee over Alabama. From what I've been told was the first time in 15 years, I think. That's correct. Well, so he jumped and then jumped up and down. And the video ended with his face in his hands. And he was crying tears of joy.
Us too.
His dad instilled Jacob's love for the volunteers, taught him how to tie his cleats, how to change his oil, and coached Jacob's earliest sports teams. He has and will continue to impart wisdom and support and friendship to his son and new daughter-in-law. I too have shared what lessons I have mastered getting grass stains out of Jacob's baseball pants, kissed his scrapes and bruises, helped him with his vocabulary homework, and somehow managed to keep he and his brothers fed for 20 years. I sure hope he and Ashlyn both know that I too am and always will be here for them if they ever need me. All of us showing parents love. Siblings can be our greatest annoyance and our greatest defenders. When it happens to be two sisters that are 4 years apart, they may spend the first part of their lives picking on one another, and the older one may or may not take all of her clothes to college with her so that the younger sister can't wear them. So absurd. I have had some time to observe the bond between Ashley and Bailey. Sorry. My bad. It's because of Bailey. I said Ashley instead of Ashley. And now I can say that just a few weeks ago, Ashlyn, in describing her relationship with her sister, said, "I don't know where I would be or what I would be without her. She is my best friend." Jacob and his brothers began their bond in a creek, a self-made fort in the woods, and on a backyard wiffle ball field. They beat up on each other mercilessly, but no one else could lay a hand on any one of them. They shared snakes, put holes in the wall, and covered up for each other whenever necessary. No matter where they are geographically now, they show up for each other. High school, boot camp, A-school, college graduations, a Vegas bachelor party, and now the first wedding. All of them showing the love of a sister or a brother. Jacob and Cam Bergman go back to the Little League fields, and many nights of ding-dong ditching in our neighborhood. Most of which I never knew about until the next morning when a neighbor would call me to let me know. It's a very cool thing to see Cam sitting at the table tonight. Recently, Seth, who's sitting over here, nervously handed me enough cash to cover his plane ticket to Phoenix for this wedding. Instead of complaining, he said, "I don't care if it cost me $1,000. It's Jacob's wedding. I'm not missing it." I wish I knew each and every one of you.
Thank you.
To be able to share a story like that, or a memory. For the cousins, I can tell you that one of Ashlyn's greatest gifts in life is that her cousins have also been her best friends. And for Jacob and Ashlyn's local friends, I can share that the first time Jacob and I walked the GCU campus, I told him that I had such a peace in my heart and that I knew good things were going to happen for him there. Your presence here tonight confirms that, and I thank you for providing such wonderful friendship to both Jacob and Ashlyn. A friend's love is immeasurable. As I look around the room tonight, I see 4 grandparents who have loved these kids from day one like no other. A brother-in-law, Branson, talking to you, who has always made me feel so welcome every time I have visited. Aunts, cousins, friends who have become family, all have come together under one roof. Jake and Ashlyn, your love did that. Now, may the never failing and never ending love of God be your light and the center of your marriage and home. I am wishing you a perfect wedding, unbelievable happiness, incredible strength when tough times come, and of course, the greatest of all blessings, a lifetime of love.
Yeah.